What do we got? 25 minutes? Just getting a few things set up here, guys. We got plenty of time. Dude, price action guys have been insane lately. Ugh. I got caught in a really bad trade last night, man. And I literally bought the bottom. It was all stupidity. Not thinking that we're going to get that kind of move. That's the only thing about if you get caught in a on the train tracks in the overnight session where it just continues just going and going and going. And I literally bought this one little pullback here. And I was anticipating the 50% pullback like we usually get in the nighttime session. But man, it just kept going and going and going. I mean, how often do we get what 400 points in the Asia session? So it's like we're flipped right now. So we're not getting the consolidation during the Asia market. So now we're getting it in the London session. So now Asia is London, New York is London session, and now the Asia market's the New York. That's the way it was yesterday. So so now you would think this would be kind of like a probably a manipulation type play where we're probably just going to manipulate the. I'm hoping it gets back on the right track. Like that's kind of where I can see the price actions at. I feel like the price actions kind of switched around. So until we get back on that normal where the New York we want the London to be the manipulation where you get the big move in the New York. But that's not the case at the moment. So I'm hoping we can at least find one funded trade today, even if it's 40, $50, whatever it might be. We just want to see a little bit of green on the fundeds. We only need $250 more for another payout. So that's all we're really looking for. Let's see. And you can see how small this 4 hour candle is here. So we're still within the. If you look at the, well, no, I guess it kind of did. I'm still thinking that we move up. I'm think I'm thinking we're going for those 580s. That 580s was kind of like a protected high last week that we never could push up and break. So I'm kind of thinking those 580s would be your target to the upside this morning. But who knows? Who knows at this moment? All we can do is just kind of be patient and wait. just what makes this so difficult if you're trading the 5 minute charts is it may not look like it, guys, but these candles are 100 points. I mean, this is a 80 point 5 minute candle. This candle here is what 310 looks like all the way up to 4. And it's a 100 point candle here. Uh, this is a 40 point candle. This is another 80 point candle. I mean, the candles are just massive. So that makes it really difficult whenever you're trading like myself with a super tight stop loss. So it makes my entry super, super tough. And it makes where I got to be super patient and wait. So a lot of times I'll find myself missing trades, especially on my fundeds, because basically what we're trying to do is enter on a brand new 5 minute candle. And so sometimes you just have to wait, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And if that's a big wick, no body 5 minute candle, I don't really like to enter on those. So, like I said, it's made the last few days tough. I feel like I've just been barely just kind of holding on the last 2.5 weeks. I haven't really failed any fundeds besides the one loose up a few weeks back. We have failed a few evals. So, like, we failed an eval last night because we got caught in that nasty big trade. That didn't fail us, though, because we closed it. What failed us is we went in with a mini on gold last night, and it did not work out for me. So, it went a completely opposite direction. I want to say we do have news this morning. Yeah, we did have a couple two gold winning trades last night. We traded gold on Lucif last night, guys, and so we made $100 on there. So if you look at my charts, that's where the profit is. See, $100. As you can see, we've had to start over on our Bewley eval. We lost our profit from last night from that trade plus the gold trade because I was trading gold after the 10 o'clock hour, and you're not supposed to trade after the 10 o'clock hour on gold. Like I said, we're still trading the same funded accounts that we've been trading for probably the last 3 months. We haven't really, like I said, we've been pretty consistent with these. This is the one that's back to close to payout, the 53,346. So we still need to make $250 on that one. And the other ones that won also my 25K that I feel like I've struggled the last few weeks too, where we haven't blown it, but it's kind of like yesterday we only took like a $40 win on it because we didn't get the follow through. Our runner got stopped out. What else? The other funded accounts, the one I usually trade when I'm not sure about the market, and we just kind of trade that one, and we're up $700 on that one, but we would still need to make another $2,000 to pass it. So that's kind of where we're at on our accounts. We are working on a few my funded futures eval. One my funded futures is sitting at 763, and I think we have to get to 3,000, I think, on that one. So still got a long ways to go on that one. Same with the 25K. We just took our first trade on it yesterday. We're up 114. So, which we won't trade those until we get onto my funded futures this morning. So we try not to trade those during the session because we don't want to wreck those by accident. Do some stupid stuff here. All right. So we do have a lot of 3-star news in about 46 minutes. We have Chicago PMI, consumer confidence. We have Jolt opens. So those are the news plays that we have this morning. I would think that we would get a little volatility with that many 3-star news dropping all at once. Let's see. What else do we have for the week? What do we have tomorrow? So is it non-farm payroll? Tomorrow is that weaker of the non-farm payroll, the ADP non-farm payroll changes. Then you have retail sales and core retail sales. Then we have at 9 o'clock manufacturer PMI, crude oil. So it looks like a pretty fairly heavy news week this week, guys. Then I think we're closed Friday. So Friday's a federal holiday for Good Friday for anybody that celebrates the Good Friday. Mm, Let's see here. Wednesday. Trying to see what we got for Thursday. Initial job claims. Okay, looks like, yeah, so we still have non-farm payroll Friday morning. I don't know if it'll get dropped since that is a holiday, so I'm not sure. Not sure. What do we still got? We still got about what, less than 15 minutes, guys. Remember, guys, we don't trade pre-market. Liquid IV. Sorry about everything that was happening last night, TikTok. Man, if I don't strictly pay attention to my TikTok charts, they will cut off. So TikTok has like a timer in there for some reason. If I don't, they give you an option to slide that little puzzle over, and if you're not paying attention to that little puzzle when it pops up, TikTok will close your stream. What's up, Fish Lips? How'd you do last night? I blew a eval last night in that crazy trading session of Asia. I took that. I got caught in that. I tried to short down to the 50%, man. I'm so used to trading old Asia's market, and they and I got through some New York crazy stuff last night in the Asian market with like a 400-point move up, man. I got caught in that nasty. I swear I bought the bottom last night. It just wrecked my Bewley eval last night. I was like, dang it. And I was up $1,000 too, man, in that freaking thing. I finished it off with a gold trade. So I tried to do a mini on gold because I was like, damn it, I only got like $1,500 in drawdown. So let me throw a mini down, and nope, 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 nope. Oh goodness. Oh, it scared you off. What really annoys me is uh I wasn't that long from that previous day low. Right before we broke that previous day low last night, I was long. It came back, wicked me out, then shot up. And I was looking, because with that New York, anybody that trades Asia every night, Asia loves to pull back like that 50 to 60%. Very, real slow, nice pullback. But last night, man, we did not get that. That's the second time since I've started trading Asia where I've got myself caught in a trade where it does not respect any levels, no support and resistance, no consolidation zones. It was just straight up. Like there was just nothing stopping it last night. So, and it's just one of those nights, man. That hardly ever happens to me in the Asia session. Asia session's usually pretty good about working your way out. And I feel like the markets are flipped at the moment. So I feel like the Asia market is what we're used to getting in the New York session. The London session is the consolidation. So now the New York's going to be the manipulation. So it's almost like we're switched around at the moment. So I'm hoping this can get back to normal where you get more of the consolidation in the Asia market, the manipulation in the London session, and the New York, you get the breakout. It's almost like we're flipped. I don't know if anybody follows that, where the different markets, how they trade, but I always look at every single like market when I get on just to see what it done throughout the night. And that's just what I'm used to seeing. But the last two nights, the London session is just consolidated. Even though it's kind of big moves, but it's still sideways consolidation. How often do we see the 4-hour candles in the London session the same size of the hour candles in the previous morning? Hardly ever. Usually these 4-hour candles are pretty big. But as you look at it now, man, it's just like sideways trading. So, see, this is what the normally looks like during the London session. So this is your normal London session. This is your normal Asia session. See how we're just consolidating sideways, kind of back and forth, 50% pullbacks, and like this is normal. But this is not. This is Asia. This is London. So not normal. Not normal. They're flipped. So it got me last night, man. I was like looking for the pullback, trading Asia, but nope. We got the Black Swan event. It was the Swan, the Black Monday from all the trading days from back in the days from the 80s throughout the 90s and 200s. At least it was for me. Probably not everybody, but man, I got caught in a bad one last night. Oof. So the goal this morning is just to look for any type of win on the fundeds. I almost want to wait to take the second trade second. So there's my one account that we still need $250 for payouts. So that's the one I kind of want to be careful with. The only good thing about last night is we did take 2 winter gold trades on the elusive. So basically we got back the money we lost on our elusive last Friday. But this one here, the one we're at 53,346. Like I said, this other funded account, this is the one I've been stuck. I have been stuck between the 5 and 800s for 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody's noticed that, but like I've been having a hard time just kind of breaking over that $300 mold of the $800 mold to get that account to pay out. And I only got this because I got lucky and accidentally traded on 4 minis by accident. And I was kind of stuck with that one too. So like it's almost like I've been stuck between between like that $1,000 to $800 range to the next payout the last few weeks. But usually whenever you get stuck like that, it's very easy to blow your accounts up. And so that's the hard part that you have to work through whenever you do get kind of in a little slump on your trading, is to do your best and not to over trade and just put the accounts away and come back tomorrow. Especially on fundeds. Don't get me wrong. I know on evals, most of us are going to probably, most time on evals, I'll try to get it back. But with my fundeds, I try to be super strict with them. Like I said, we didn't take much of a funded win yesterday, like $40. So guys, if you were here last night on TikTok, sorry about the TikTok kept crashing, man. With the TikTok, like I said, they do shut down my stream for some reason. If I don't push that little puzzle over, they will shut down my stream. We also have been doing giveaways for Lucive. We'll either do another Lucive giveaway tonight or tomorrow night. So we have 3 more Lucives to give away. I didn't know if we would get through this manipulation. Like, I want to see a classic moves that I like. I want to see us manipulate the 15 minutes, then come back out the top. And just remember at 9:45 we do have news this morning, so be careful. What's up, Rule? How are you doing today? Just trying to survive another day, man. Survive another day on the fundeds. The early morning trades have been hard. The June contracts have been kicking my butt, Rule. How big is this 15-minute candle? That's really not a bad 15-minute candle. Let's. Oh, come on. So 93. So, oh yeah. Less than 20 points. I don't know. We just kind of wait and see what happens with this first 5-minute candle first. Then we try to take the break out of our 15 minutes. I mean, it looks like we want to move up just because, I don't know. We got consolidation on both sides today. So you got consolidation here and consolidation here. I'm hoping since this already hit the 400 once that this next candle is going to be straight up here. So we got about 2.5 minutes left. If I don't like the way it looks, I would prefer the manipulation of the 15 minutes first, like a pull back down to like the 350, where we have all these wicks at down here, kind of run these wicks, 325s, then come back through our 15 minutes. That is kind of like my favorite type setup that we get in the morning. All right, let me make sure. Micros, 3 contracts, the 25K funded. So we're taking the 25K funded trade this morning. I wait and kind of see what the 5-minute candle offers and where it's at. Every day's a little bit different. There is no when trading the opening, man, it is never the same. It's always so different every day. So I usually don't take trades with inside this 15 minutes most days. I'd like to see like a big nice wick. Like I see like the push down through this 15 minutes. Maybe take out some of these wicks down here, then go back out the top. Then look for the long back up to 580. I feel like we need to run those 580s. We haven't ran those highs from last week up at the 80s. They've been just kind of just hanging out up there. It said, oh, you nailed it yesterday. Nice. Had to put on the market wiggles. Yeah, I only took very small profit on my fundage yesterday, like 40 or 50 bucks. So that would be the 50% of the hourly candle down there at the 75s. Nice. Big blast to the top side. Yeah, liquidity graph. So that might be the liquidity graph for us to move to the downside here. Just just being patient. Just kind of get through this wild candle here. Now we can push up to the 60s here and get long above the 60s levels. I would definitely, that would be a nice setup for me. We got about 3 minutes left on this candle. So basically, what you want to do is just kind of push up above our pivot here at 460s. Then the next candle do like a little wick retest. What's up, Michael? Yeah, we're gonna be patient. Wait on this next 5 minute candle, guys. We're gonna wait for this 5 minute candle to print. We still got about 3 minutes. I feel like that's the safer play. Like I said, I try to stay away from breakout 5 minute candles. Because a lot of times this thing could just literally wig back 30, 40 points and you would just get trashed on. Did anybody take the breakout? You wait for the 10 a.m. That's a good idea too. It seems like usually most of my best trades always come after 10. So this right here is why I don't buy breakout candles on the 5 minutes, especially early in the morning. A lot of times you get that manipulation candle out of that 15 minutes there. So a lot of times you'll wick back up when the actual move is probably going to be down to the downside for us to have some kind of pullback. I like the 320s down there. That's where there's a lot of a consolidation down here at the 320s. Guys, if you were in my lobby last night during TikTok, sorry about it. It kept crashing, guys. I kept missing the notification from TikTok to drag that little puzzle over. If I don't drag that puzzle over, TikTok closes the stream. There's also a Chicago bomb unit. I don't guess I've ever heard of that one. Or is that you're talking about news? That's news. Oh, it was low last night. I might have had it turned down. It's very, very possibility I could have had the mic turned down because sometimes I do turn down that mic amp, the microphone amp, and sometimes I don't maybe put it back to where it was. Unfortunately, we're already about to print our next candle. I was hoping it would be a little farther up above the 60s. We got 30 seconds left, so let's see if we can get up there. 20 seconds left. Four seconds. Kind of want to see this hold up. I just use it for reference, not necessarily an overall move. So what we're looking for is, we don't like to see one of these big 5-minute candles. We don't, if we're still looking for longs, we don't really want to lose the 50% of the previous candle. I usually prefer the 38 to 23. Usually it stays a little bit stronger when it's like that. See, now it's not a validated candle for me. Nasty, nasty 5-minute candle here, guys. These things are just whipping what? That's a 50-point 5-minute candle. This one's a 90 points. So, I mean, these 5-minute candles are massive. All you need to do is catch one of them, but you can be on the wrong side of that and just get your account wrecked. These big old candles, man, they will just wreck your whole day. The focus. Woo! Look at that. That's just that's so wrong. 50 points on the rip. Oh my goodness, man. This is dirty, dirty, guys. This is my funded accounts that we're trading this morning. I usually let everybody know what I'm trading. If I'm looking, usually if I'm being a little bit taking my time and slow, it's always funded. Evals, we're a little bit more aggressive on our evals because we're just trying to pass them. Only if they're cheap evals. Now, the little bit more expensive ones, I'm usually a little bit more conservative with those because, you know, they're expensive to replace. When I'm saying expensive, I'm talking about just even spending 60 or 70 bucks on some of those evals can, you know, add up if you below those. So I try to trade those very slowly. So we got one more minute. You're only going to have about 5 minutes. You don't really want to get caught in this next trade, guys. You want it to hit your take profit fairly quick if you're going to jump into this trade because it is a news candle at 9:45. So you do not want to get caught in that news candle this morning. There's like 3 different news releases at 9:45 this morning. So just be aware of that if you're in a trade. You don't want to just mess up your day just because of that. Now, if you want to do eval, you know, you got a cheap eval, okay, but I wouldn't want to do like if you got an expensive eval or, you know. I need to see if Bewley started any more discounts. No discounts. That's all. Joseph, I think it really depends on where you're at in your trading journey. If you're just starting out, I always just recommend trading cheaper prop firms that has like offer sim accounts. So with Bulinox, that's why I trade with Bulinox a lot because their sim accounts are most of the time expensive, but their back end's a little more expensive. So, But when you do pay the more expensive price on the back end, you're guaranteed a funded account if you pass it. Where, if you're with another firm that's a little bit more upfront, but if you're struggling passing evals, you're going to spend the same amount of money, if not more. So I always try to recommend spend as little as money as possible when you first start out. That way you don't get discouraged, because that's usually what happens a lot. You always hear most traders quit so early, and that's one of the reasons, because you start losing money. I mean, most of all of us are going to lose money for the first couple years, just as myself. But that's usually why most people end up quitting, just because they just burn through so much money in the get go, because it usually takes a little while to kind of get your groove down. So it doesn't look like we're going to get the continuous breakout. It's almost like we're just going to just stay in this price action here until the news. So be careful if you're taking along. We got 3 minutes. But the cheapest ones to trade with right now, Joseph, out the gate is probably what? Bulinox, Apex. Then the next kind of mid range you can do is Elusive and in My Funded Futures. They both have like those $50 to $70 accounts, I think, for newer users. Then the next tier up would be like Top Step. Not Top Step. Yeah, I'm not sure how. I don't know what Top Step prices are, but I think they're in that $25 to $50 range too. Who else? Take Profit Trader. That's on the higher end up front, where you can easily drop $100 on most of their accounts out the gate too. You just have to kind of do your research and see what prop firm fits your trading style better, because some has a little bit more stricter rules than others. I like the ones that don't have all the rules, so I try to that's one thing you really need to look into when you're trading, because some will let you pass an eval in 1 day. Some will want you to trade 2 or 3 days. Some will want you to trade 5 days. And just every single one's got different rules. So, guys, no matter what happens here, we're not going to join in this, because we have a minute and 25 seconds left before all the 3-star news pops. So just be aware that if you're in your trade, that we're going to have 3-star news. So we don't feel like getting trashed on. Yeah, Rule. I burned a eval last night, guys. I burned one of my Bewley evals last night. I explained that a little bit because I'm so used to normal Asia trading sessions where we're pulling back 50%. But last night, man, we did not get no pullbacks. It was just straight through the moon, slicing through every single level. And I just got caught in one of those, like, I bought the bottom, basically. And then I tried to get it back on a gold trade on an eval and got wrecked worse. Oh, my goodness. All right, there's a news candle, so I'm hoping that it doesn't do too much. I almost feel like my 20-point stop loss isn't enough here, guys. This thing literally printed, popped up 20 points within seconds. I'm having April flashbacks, guys. I don't know if you guys remember April. April was the same crazy stuff that we had last year with the it was untradeable. You said crypto's moving good right now? Nice. Bitcoin just it snuffed out everything. So is it moving down? I haven't looked at crypto today, so I don't look at it every day. I've been trying to follow my XRP because I've been trying to I've been wanting to buy some more XRP because I sold all my XRP. No, well, what is it? Let's see what XRP is down to. $1.42. Okay, it's still been hovering about the same places that I've been buying it. All right, so finally getting a good looking candle here. So let's just wait to get through all the choppy mess of the 500s to 75s here. Remember, I usually don't like taking trades in this area. Oh, it just blasted off the lows. Yeah, I was so annoyed whenever I sold all my XRP. I literally sold it right before the XRP because I had bought like 1,000 XRP for like $500 when it was 50 cents. And I ended up selling it. And then that crap literally went up to like $3. So this I bought it like right after they put it back where where Coinbase or Robinhood would let us buy it again. Because remember, for the longest you couldn't buy it. Remember, guys, we usually don't long into the whole number. Anytime between that 75 to 110 is usually very difficult price action. Rico candles are looking good for longs here. So we got some nice spread out EMAs. Got a minute 20-second left on this candle. So we will go to break even after it hits 10 points. Uh the previous day high is definitely going to be coming in play here, guys. So for some reason, if we're not able to get a trade around here, we'd have to wait for the previous day high. So about to have a new 5-minute candle. $30. So kind of want to see the tens, the 25,000s hold here. And it only pulled back so far 20% of that previous candle. So it means we're still definitely very bullish. Dude, the second candles have sucked. They just have not got good candles. So that would be your 25 back down to the whole number. This is where you really want to see it start pushing back up. As long as the 38 to 23% holds on our 5-minute candles, we still like the longs. Hopefully, we didn't get in too early on this. All right, first target. We need to see this thing just rip 20, 30 points. Oh no, don't come back off the 50. This thing could come back down to the 25 here. We're just looking for 30 points. Oh, come on. Give me the 60, baby. All right. Close enough. I just closed it. Oh, shoot. All right. All right. It was close enough to 30 points, guys. I wasn't going to be greedy and let this freaking thing come back. And we could get some more. Like I said, this price action's been insane lately, guys. We're just working with super tight stop loss. All right. So when we're pulling fibs on these big old like 5-minute candles, anytime that you get like a 100.5 minute candle and you can have like that 30% hold up or even 20%, usually that means whoever that candle belongs to, which in this case the bulls, we're going to stay most of the time in that direction, at least for one good move afterwards. So you can see we pulled back 23%, which is a really good pullback. I mean, it was a decent pullback, but still only 23% of that big 5 minute candle. So this is why we didn't mess with this trade over here, because we ended up pulling back almost 60, 70% of the candle. And as you can see, that very next candle was very indecisive. Now, price action can get a little tricky up here around the previous day high for anybody that trades around that level. We've gotten stuck at this level so many times. This is the third time that I can recall that we've been up there, that we've been stuck. So this was the previous one. Was that yesterday? I feel like we were stuck there again another day. I'm glad we took profit because now we're having that pullback down to the 25. So nice 30 points. So, oh, goodness. Now we just kind of have to sit on the sidelines. I would like another long if we can print above the previous day high and wick into it. Here I can see a pullback to 460. I almost want to just take a 1 micro trade there on my fundeds just to try it. Wow, that was a 50 EMA pullback on the Ricos. Remember, guys, be careful taking longs in the previous day high and a pivot here. Sounds like Methodical Man is taking the long into the up here. So we're just gonna sit here and be patient, guys. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with the previous day high and pivot before we do anything. There's your previous day high at 580. Woo, rejected hard off the 580s. Is there anybody in a trade right now? Is anybody still holding? Or did you at least take your profit before you hit the previous day high? Or are you going to see if we can work our way through it? Remember, we could have a really big pullback here. Like I could see 100-point pullback for us to pull back into those 460s. All right, this next trade may be a eval trade. We may just do our one funded trade today, and that was on this one here. So fundeds, I don't usually take as like, you know, slower, waiting around for 30 minutes, 45 minutes for a funded trade like I usually do. Where eval, I will take it a lot more like level based trading. I got to make sure I keep checking my TikTok page, guys, because this thing will shut it down. So, guys, if you're watching me on TikTok and this thing just happened to shut down, that's usually what happens. TikTok will do it. I think this thing could possibly go back to the retest this pivot back down here. The pullbacks have been just massive lately. Where's everybody else this morning? Is anybody else in a position? Is anybody short or long? Or maybe what are you looking for? Do we rebalance this fair value gap down at the 480s for anybody that trades off gaps? I know a lot of people like using the gaps. What's up, Solo? We just got off our 30-point trade, man. We just took a nice 30 points off of that big, not the big 5 minutes, but the second one. Yeah, we're at that previous day high. That's why I was trying to get my I didn't I went ahead and just closed my trade. I didn't want to battle that previous day high up there. Man. We're on an eval now, guys. So So we will be probably taking a little bit more aggressive trades. Kind of what I'd like to see set up here would be like a 3 candles of five, like 3 5-minute candles, then get a little breakout candle to the top side. So that's what I'd like to see happen if I was playing off these 5-minute candles. And that's going to be eval. I didn't know if we would rebalance this gap down here, kind of like a 50% pull, or even I almost want to put a bounce spot at this pivot down here at the 460s. And that way you're hitting the top of these candles here. So you would think that you could possibly get a bounce. And that's the 50% of the previously hourly candle. I almost want to try a kind of a filler trade there, like with 1 or 2 micros. Then we can add to it if we do get the right direction here. This way, if it blows through this level, it's no harm, no foul here. So this is a eval only, guys. So what we're looking is for this gap to get fill in on top of the 50% of the previously hourly candle on top of a pivot. So you got these 3 big like 5-minute candles that we're probably going to wick into. Hopefully it'll at least give us 10 points. Then if we get stopped out on the runner, we get stopped out. Now, I would not recommend this for a funded trade unless that's what you trade for your fundeds. This is eval only. And we may not even get through the 500s here. It could just be a retest of the whole number here. And if we lose that pivot, I will be looking for a entry back down to what, 375, back inside that kind of that gold range box down here. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here in what, 20 seconds. I mean, it does look like we're kind of rolling over. If you look at your Rico candles, I mean, usually I would be looking for short on Rico after our last one crosses, but it still hasn't crossed over yet. And there's no wick on this 5-minute candle. So hopefully we come down here, tap the pivot, then run back up there to take out that that no wick 5-minute candle. Well, hell, there's no wicks on either side of the 5 minute candle. There's no wick here either. Holy crap. Mm. And this would be your inversion gap trades for anybody that likes to trade inversion gaps also, where if we close below the inversion gap, you look for shorts. For anybody that trades that strategy. Dude, did not get down there. What's up, Nick? Nick, I ended up blowing my Bewley account last night on a gold trade. After I took that big loss, because I lost like $1,000 on that Bewley last night. Then I went in with a mini or two, and it just went pow. We blew up the Bewley last night. Oof. No, you got to protect the fundeds, man. You got to protect the fundeds. That's the key there. The evals, I'll get a little squirrely with those, but man, the fundeds, those are like the we got to protect the fundeds. Then my next Lusa funded I get is going to be all out protect the funded. So if I take my loss, just put it away. I still need to make another $400 on my Lucif account to get it back. Whew. 4 accounts and a funded. How heavy are you going in on your accounts when you blow yours like that so quickly? Are they accumulation of like bunch of trades, or is it just one trade of like heavy? You got 2 evals that are at 1500. You know what? I can't think of any time that I've ever blown a eval or funded by just trading it with accumulation of losses. Every single funded account I have blown is always from either having a tilt day and over leveraging. That's the only way. Caught the TikTok that I've ever blown a funded. It's never been just from just nonstop trading. Oh. All right, I'm just going to take that off for right now. I was hoping that this next candle push would have got us down there and see if we could get this bounce, but it's just taking too long. The reason why I'm hesitant about leaving my trades on there because of the crazy price action we've been getting lately. I was thinking that we were going to be have a little move to the downside still. So this could easily be a little bear flag here, this could be the big move down with the pullback here. You only had $600 in fundeds after the payout last week. Yeah, I've still been kind of stuck. I've been stuck on my one funded, that the one that I only needed what today. I did take $100 win on it, so we are sitting at 26,650. So we still need a $950 to get a payout with that one, and the other one we still need 250. So I'm hoping April that we can still possibly get those two payouts. So what do we have so far today? Just one trade? Yeah, I think we've only taken one trade today, guys. That was the 30-point trade a while ago. All right, so this is the trade we took this morning. Remember, I like to pull fib on these big 5-minute candles. I know it's a little weird that we do pull fib on 5-minute candles, but we do. So what we're looking for whenever we get these big 5-minute candles, because I like to buy the second candle, I'm looking for this wick to pull back anywhere between the 23 and 38%. And as soon as it kind of breaks back above this close, we get long. So this is where we got long, and we took it right for 30 points. So that was the only trade that we've had so far today. We got a minute, 30 seconds left on this. Remember, be careful long and into your previous day close and your pivot up here. So Bewley's back to 89% off for anybody that's a Bewley user. And that's for the next 2 weeks. So probably definitely be picking up some more Bewleys. You can pick up their 25Ks for like $15. Ooh, my legs. No, I don't ever watch the VIX. I used to watch the ES a lot, Joseph, but lately, man, I just kind of just focus on breakout candles in the evenings. I mean, in the mornings. You was short, like up here a lot, should be going down. Yeah, I mean, you would think that we would be going down. I just know this area is always very a tough trade, Nick. I know anytime that I've tried to trade the around that previous day high, it's like the price action is so tough up in there because it's just constantly going back and forth. The best previous day high setup that I like to do is whenever we push above the previous day high, then come back through the previous day high. Hmm. So, Nick, you said you are shorting up here? My biggest problem is went to micro or went to minis. I don't even consider a mini unless I'm like $1,000 in drawdown because I I full ported the previous trade. Minis bad. I've never gotten anything good from the minis. Hardly ever. Minis always wreck my accounts. Just use a half a mini. I don't want to be faked out by the move to the downside here. We got 30 seconds left on this next new candle. So I was hoping that this 5 minute candle could push through the previous day high in this pivot and then just kind of wick below it. Then kind of get long off the previous day high. Oh, you reached your consistency. Nick, what charts are you trading on? What charts do you take your trades on? Yeah, I remember you talking about trends Transcode. I don't guess I've ever heard of them. Tradeovate. Oh, okay. Tradeovate. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I used to train on the 2 minute a lot. I used to like the 2 minutes. I started doing the 5 minutes with after I started trading inside bars. I don't think we've had an inside bar yet, guys. No, we haven't. No inside bar, so we still got an inside bar play in. We still got about 2 minutes left on this candle here. What's up, Java? You use Tradeovate too? I have Tradeovate accounts. That's where my elusive and my funded futures accounts are. But I have them logged into my Ninja. So this way I can still trade elusive on Ninja. Or I can trade elusive in my Bulanox and my funded futures all at the same time because I can log into my funded futures too. And Apex, if you're using Apex, I mean, you can log into all your different accounts. I think when I first started out, Nick, that's what I used was Tradeovate. I've never taken any trades on TradingView. Is there anybody trapped in a longer short at the moment? Hopefully, we can continue our win streak on my funded futures today. I think we ended up taking like 250-point trades over there yesterday. What do we got here? 30 seconds left. It sucks when using the phone. Oh, Broadcom. I don't know if I've ever heard of them. I mean, I can look them up. I've just never heard of them. Is that a trading platform? Let's see. I can look it up real quick. It's not like we're doing nothing. This crap's just starting her, not moving. Broadcom. Uh, Is that charts or what is that? I'm not sure what this is. Oh, not sure. Some kind of cloud service? Hmm. Not sure. Oh, it's a stock. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it had something to do with like trading platforms. Okay. Yeah, I don't really follow any stocks, man. The only thing I ever look at is the futures market. So we'll look at gold trades and uh futures trades. Dude, does this thing just move back down? I don't think I've ever tried to take a trade on my cell phone. Java, how are your accounts been coming along lately? You still been holding on to your fundeds? Uh-oh, sorry if I miss a message here. I need to bring this down so I can see it a little better. Thank you guys on TikTok for the likes and follows this morning. There really hasn't been a lot of trading action, guys. We've only had one trade today for 30 points. So now we're just kind of sitting on the sidelines, just kind of waiting. These candles are so massive that it's so hard to jump into these candles. I mean, it's kind of like jumping into this candle here and you're having a 50-point wick on it. So these what 30 to 40.5 minute candles are very, very tough today. Just broke even. Yeah, that seems like that's happening a lot lately. Not lately, but that happens a lot. Like you get that first funded, then the next one you jack up your account. I know I'm like $250 away from a second payout on my Bewley, so that'll be the second payout that I'll have on that account. I haven't got there yet. We still need to make 250 bucks. I almost wish I thought I was on the account when I took this one, but I was on the 25K. So we didn't get a trade on that one. But that's okay. The goal was just to get that one to pay out for April. I'll be up 700 bucks if I'd held my 5 minis longer. Woo, 5 minis. What? That is insane, dude. Come on. How large is that account there, trade guy? Oh goodness. Oof. Oh, they make chips. Okay. Man, is this thing there's really still no trade at the moment, guys. This price action has been pretty bad for the last hour. So, if you go back and look at your overall price action, so this is almost like London's price action. If you go this was the what do you want to call it? The manipulation trade of the overnight consolidation. So the Asia had the big move. The London consolidated sideways. The New York manipulated it. So now we're just kind of stuck. That's what it feels like. I feel like this is the London type price action. Even though these were some pretty big moves, but still a lot of consolidation in the London session. Uh, I think as long as you go with ones that have been around a while, I've never had any issues with the payouts. And most of the time, people that have issues with the prop firm payouts is whenever they run up their account with bukus and bukus of money in it. So it's just best to go and take your profit as soon as you get to pay out or a little bit over. I think it's wherever you run your account up and you're trying to take out like 50,000 or 100,000, you know. Man, is this thing the sell off here finally? I almost want to just jump in this with my eval and see if we can take this down to the 60 here. I'm waiting for a pullback on my Rico charts here. Let me make sure I'm on the right account. We don't want to take down the wrong trade. Yeah, everything's kind of rolling over. I would think that we'd go to the 60s here. You want to see 31 hold. Let's see if we get the. This is eval only, guys. We've yet to get through the. Runner may get stopped out here. Let's see. We'll give it a little bit more room on the runner. 23 should be your line in the sand here. There's a 23. Does it hold? Hold, 23, hold. We need the 23 to hold here. If we lose the 23, we're probably going back up to the 30s. All right, runner got stopped out. There's your 36. We are trading eval, guys, so we will take a little bit more entries. Hmm. Maybe we should have moved our stop loss up to the 36. Still like the shorts at least down to the 560s or 460s. Yeah, just cannot push down here. Hopefully, it's probably going to go so fast that it's probably going to leave us behind, but this is showing good sign to move down here. Now, we could get wrecked trading into a whole number, guys. That's always super, super dangerous. I feel the safe target's the 60. Or do we just waterfall? I don't know. 60 is a safe target. But it's like, do we get more? I don't know. I feel the 60 is a safe target. At least the 50% of the previously hourly candle, which is sitting right there in the 65, 70 range. Could get a really nice bounce here too, guys. So maybe what we'll do is we'll let it bounce, then maybe add into it. Unless this thing just goes straight back up. So that would be what? Imbalance here? Or imbalance play? What did I? That was 75? Or 76? Almost 75. The key level here is going to be the 60 level, guys. For shorts. Between the 60 and 70. If that area holds, we're probably going back to the highs. If we lose that level, we should be going. I'm going to be looking for us to run this previously hourly candle all the way to 357. So there's your bounce out of the 60s. So I wasn't sure. This is the area I'm not sure if we get out of. So we just hit that wick. See how we hit that wick to the, I mean, just to the tick, and also the 50%. So the purple line that you see on right here, this is the 50% of the previously hourly candle. So that would have been your safe entry if you were looking for like, okay, I'm pretty sure we're going to get to the 50% or this wick. I probably won't let this go much past like the 510s on my runner. 510 is kind of the line in the sand here. We hit the 505. All right, we're going back at it again. Let's see if we get through it this time. Oh, my back. There's your 60 pivot bounce. The first trade was a little bit better. Every level held up. 23 held up. We lost to 23. 36 held up. Here, I would. The next level down here is probably going to be the 40 level. Uh-oh. If we get through here. So 36, then possibly a bounce back up to the 60, retest the pivot, then hopefully after that we will keep selling. Or this 30 seconds on this candle, or it wicks back into the 60s. That's another possible short opportunity. You just got to make sure that pivot holds here. I think we're going to play the 10s. I feel like the 4 10s is the safer of the play down there. All right, let's see if this wicks back up into the 460s. That's kind of what you want to see. And that can kind of tell you if that area is going to hold or not. There's your 36 bounce. There. That's on top of that previously hourly candle and the 15-minute candle. This could be a really nice bounce spot because you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got about 6 or 7 candles in that area. I will probably close it if it comes back above 60 on my trade here because I don't want to give up all of our profit after being up freaking 66 points. I think that we could easily run to the bottom of this 15 minutes down here at 350s. I may give 10 a little space here. Because if we lose the 10s, we're definitely going to 360, 370. And I think that's what we'll target. That's going to be my final target. There's your 10 bounce. That's your next level. Whoa, three. I want to say what 392. We're going down. Now we could bounce off this 400s and at least get a push back up to the 25. Yeah, I know this has been a nice little sell off here. We could take it now. That would be basically 100 points. I mean, so nice trade. It should be up a little bit more because we actually got short at the 20, around the 20s? Like I said, we don't want to give up all of our profit in case we bounce off the whole number here. And we're about to have a new 5-minute candle. Oh no, this thing just keeps going. There's like, how much farther can we go down here? This thing just looks like it's on a tear. Yeah, I want to say. We've already locked in our 90 points, so whatever happens, whatever happens. Yeah, we've been short since 501, and that was actually the second entry. The first short came at 524. We're on the MNQ. We would have to lose the 70s for us to continue. So the 70s is our next down. Are those London kind of those high area sitting there at 89? We could easily get a pullback to the 18 here. Mm-hmm. So 17 would be your pullback here. See if it holds. There's your 17 first hit. If it hits it again, it may go through it. Woo. All right, looks like we're going to get stopped out here. We've already tested that level multiple times. All right, finally got stopped out on that one. Left a few points on the table here, so probably could get a pushback all the way up to 489 here. So that's definitely going to probably be the last trade of my stream, and we will be going over to My Funded Futures here in a little bit with Methodical Man, guys. For anybody that wants to join us on My Funded Futures. Did anybody else take the short, or at least get 5-10 points off the short? It offered two entries. If you didn't get the first one, your next entry would have been there under 60, and you would use 60 as your stop loss. So I'm thinking that we could push back up to that pivot here at the 50 area and see if that area holds. I might even just do like one micro just to test the waters. Or this could just be a straight V-shaped reversal for us to run the previous high up there. Uh shoot. I was trying to change it over to 2 micros. Oh shoot. Let's see if it's gonna hold. Dang it. I think you would at least got 10 points. Oh my goodness. What's up, man? What's up, that? I feel like that's the pullback area there, guys. Man, come on. We should already been in that at 60. I thought I had a little bit more time. I didn't realize it was going to pop up there that fast. Darn it. What a nice bounce, guys. Those pivots, man, they always offer such nice bounces when you retest them. $44 here. So let's see if this next candle prints and we continue pushing here. $5. I really want to take the trade above this pivot here and use that pivot as my stop loss. Just 2 micros here, guys. Very cheap trade. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that I took it in the 75. Oh, dude, come on. There we go. I was about to say. Nice pivot retest, guys. Look at that nice pivot retest. I mean, the body closed on it. They don't look any better than that. I didn't pull fib on this whole candle and see what that pullback was. Uh-oh. So that was the 60%. So this could just be a 50-60% pullback here for us to dump back down. Guys, we're going to have to get off here in another minute or two. I have to get all my stuff set up for My Funded Futures for anybody that wants to come over there and watch me trade against Methodical Man on My Funded Futures. So let's see if Methodical's man's luck turns around today, or did he use it up in his stream? He might have used it up in his stream, and his losing streak may continue. We'll just only have to wait and see. We only got to wait and see. And I made it use mine up. So hopefully we still got a few little trades left in us for the lunch hour. Or at least we get an opportunity, I guess. So I hope that this price action continues. Oh man, this thing just yanked right back off the 60%. The pivot is pretty much my line in the sand here, guys. So if we break back below the pivot, our bias will change to short. It's looking that way. I mean, this is a massive 5-minute wick here. And we only got 24 seconds left on this candle. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching today. I feel like it was a decent trading session today. We didn't really have no crazy stuff happen or getting crazy drawdowns. So, like I said, we will be on My Funded Futures in about 20 minutes with the Methodical Man from 11:30 to 12:30. Get ready to get smashed. Look at Methodical Man coming over here typing trash in the lobby. Man, you know you're over there copying my trades, man. Come on. I'm just messing. I gotta hide my screen from Methodical. uh, we're gonna get us a participation trophy to put on Methodical Man's screen, guys. Oh, goodness. Oh, I've already done one there. Protecting. Wow, this thing's still moving back up. Ugh. All right, guys. We will talk to you guys either later this evening or we will see you at My Funded Futures. So thank you, guys.